Blog Talk Radio.
Yo, what's bangin', man? It's your boy Nutso. Mr. Get With It to get your face knitted. Reppin' that Q borough, nigga. Flushing Queens, man. I'm out here with my motherfucking family. You already know what it is when you hear that. Ooh, hey! Yeah, nigga. Screwball Radio with Black Poet and King Eric. Comet, what up? This is what we do, man. Nutso, Queens. Was bangin', nigga.
Yeah. It's your boy Life Liggy Long, live from the pandemic. Yeah. So keeping the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? We got Screwball Radio with your man King Eric, Black Poet. Shout out my man Comet. You know how we do. You know what I mean? Screwball Radio. Get in tune, baby. We out here. Let's go.
Yeah, what up, man? It's your boy Comet, man, Screwball Capo, and I'm here on Screwball Radio with my brother Black Poet and King Eric.
You know what it is? Escape the drippiest of Screwball. I'm here with the wildest and the grimiest, King Eric and Black Poet at Screwball Radio. Oh yeah, shout out my big bros for life, John Nitty, Kyron, Comet, Bronche, rest easy KL Hostel.
What's hood good with y'all? This your big homie, Prodigy Hood from the South Central Cartel. I'm tapping in with the homies, Black Poet and Eric Mossberg at Screwball Radio. Bang that.
What's up? This is Prince Power Rule, a.k.a. Marcano from the Leftovers, and you're listening to Screwball Radio with my man Black Poet and King Eric. Yeah.
What it is, y'all. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And look, I want to give big ups to my East Coast family. Shout out to Screwball Radio, you dig? Man, big ups to Comet, Black, Poet, and my nephew Eric Mossberg. That's what it is, Screwball Radio, Buddy Boys, the legendary Cocaine. We on that Monkey with the Funky campaign, you heard? Man, keep it wiggling. Screwball.
Yeah, Screwball Radio, Black Poet on the check-in. And my nigga King Eric. And my nigga Comet Vomit. With the sponsorship with y'all. I'm gonna check in, I'm gonna have to check back out and check back in with y'all, man. You heard?
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm here, kid.
What's up?
Hey, what up, Bomber? What up, E? How y'all, man?
Hey, we good, man.
Chilling,
episode
man.
131. We get ready to knock this episode out with y'all. Talk about some of the crazy things that's been happening this week. Playing some dope music. And most importantly, man, gotta salute you on having another birthday, man. Happy birthday to you. We want to say that live on the air to you.
Word, happy born day.
Oh, man, thanks a lot, yo. Make that first monster was born. Yeah, I don't even know. It's really good. Like, I will check right back in with y'all, man. Give me a sec,
all right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Episode 131.
When you get back in with us, yeah, definitely Screwball Radio. Just want to get into this NBA Finals championship game. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
you know,
man, it's going to be
beating the brakes off of Miami. Beating the brakes off Miami. I don't know. I think Denver going to take this, man. What you think?
The way the only way they would put up a dog fight is Butler really show out. Cause right now it's kind of like he didn't really play his game the first game. So I'm thinking he's the key denominator to making sure that team get a second. He's the leader. So if he show out, they have a chance. But if they shut him down, the rest of the team is going to debacculate. You know what I mean? Well, right now, the way Denver moves,
I don't know.
They ain't playing.
Yeah, I don't know because, Joker, he got them on their heels, man. He got them You know, they don't know what to do. You know, you can't leave him. You can't leave him 1-on-1, and if you double him up, somebody else is free. And that's what they was running on him all game. Getting that double team, passing it, banging on him. You leave him 1-on-1, he gonna bang it on you. They ain't looking.
Yeah,
I don't
they gonna
know.
have to figure that out.
I'm gonna give Miami they got there. I'm gonna give Miami props, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure it out. I give it the benefit of a doubt right now. You know, it's game one. It's kind of like the fill out process where they played each other before, but to this magnitude, it's totally different. They haven't really played the Nuggets in this capacity because now they're playing with more aggressiveness, and they making them threes rain, boy. Like, they figured out a real transitional offense that's really effective. So they got to get their heads together and figure out how to stop that.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to the Florida Panthers, Las Vegas, the other team, man. The Golden Knights of Las Vegas, man. Stanley Cup. They're going at it right now. Game 1 for all the hockey fans out there. And right now, New York Yankees, LA Dodgers. They got a little series going on right now. Sports just looking good right now, man. Sports looking good,
and
man.
then
for my sports.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely foreseen. It's definitely, you got new blood coming in for one, and they're bringing a different energy. That's always good to see.
Word up.
And speaking of new blood, man, I want to know what your thoughts about Shannon Sharp leaving Undisputed. That's one of the big news of sports this week.
I mean, he ain't happy over there. Whatever happened over there, sometimes it's time for change, man. Ain't nothing wrong with change. Change is good, man. It might be rocky at first, but eventually it's good, man. You got to change. You can't stay the same. New doors opening, new ventures happening.
On top of that, he took advantage of it. He took advantage of a new platform and built a new platform. I think it's the Shay Shay podcast, and that's doing pretty well. So that's what it's all about. It's about capitalizing off a different platform and getting your own, using that exposure.
Well, the way
move it to the next.
The way media is nowadays, all these podcasts and shows, and you could generate your own revenue, really, just so people tapping in with you, and it's not it ain't like, I want to say, like programmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not programmed. Like, a lot of shows are programmed. Like, they want you to talk about this. They want you to say this. But on his show, he's asking the questions that he want to ask. So it makes it a little more intimate between the guests they have on the show, and it cuts out all the bullshit. You know what I mean? When you got shows that are programmed, they telling you what to ask them. They telling you how to go about it. But when you freestyle, I think those are the best interviews. Is when the host freestyles it, because he's touching all bases. He ain't leaving nothing unturned. He asking all the questions that the people want to hear the answers to.
And you know what, to build off that too, another sports show I personally enjoy, even though it's uncensored, it's unfiltered. I'm loving Cameron and Mason's sports show. That's borderline hilarious.
Yeah, I haven't caught it, but I've seen clips of it. I haven't caught a full show, but I did see clips.
It's funny, bro.
Cameron is a funny dude. You know, Cameron a funny guy. You know, he's serious about it. You know, all the questions be 100, but you know he's funny, so he going. You know, it's going to be good.
Absolutely. And the show is called, for those who listening and wondering what it is, it's called It Is What It Is. It's him and Mace, and they go and they chopping it up and they giving the hood lingo on how basically we talk about sports. It's like the hood first take, but you know, it's entertaining. Put it that way. You'll enjoy it.
I mean, ain't no better radio show out there than Screwball Radio. Ain't no. We, you know, when we interview people and we got people on here and we talk about sports, you know, we talking from the gut, man. We giving you our honest opinion. We giving you straight facts. We trying to find out we trying to get the people to open up when they come on our show and be truthful in what they saying. So, you know, I respect what they doing, but we've been doing that shit.
I was like, okay, y'all just doing it with the visual, but we was incorporating that first. We taking the credit on that. We're gonna definitely take the credit on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Like, just think about it. We was all sitting in the studio and we was doing it live. You know what I mean? With the cameras on us and we doing it live instead of virtual. Not even virtual, just through the internet, you know?
Just like I mentioned before, man, the Screwball brand is more impactful than people think. Like, I know you guys dealt with y'all felt share biters, you dealt with your felt share people copying, but the influence is felt. The influence is definitely felt.
Oh yeah, you know, Screwball, they made their mark in music. You know, they made their mark. You know, Black Poet still hitting them in the head, you know, still respected. So, you know, it's only right that us on Screwball Radio, we keeping that same formula. Still raw, we still banging them in the head, just from a different move now, you know. Now we messing with radio, but, you know, the music's still there. We still giving y'all real shit, and that's what Screwball's about, you know. Ain't nothing watered down about Screwball, you know what I mean? Like, we giving y'all straight raw. We asking the raw questions. We talking the rawest shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's all real. It's nothing's bullshit. We're not telling you shit that's not happening. You know what I mean? We give you facts because we get our information straight from the source. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really dig deep for what we gonna tell y'all about. And if we're not sure about something, you know, we're gonna let y'all know that, you know, this is what's being said. So, and y'all listeners out there can always go and research anything that we talking about.
Exactly.
We try to inform
You're not
y'all.
gonna find exactly.
Yeah, we're trying to inform y'all with the truth. You know, whether we talking, you know, the politics, which I really don't like talking about politics, but you know, when we giving y'all politics, we giving y'all shit right as exact. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about sports, we giving you right and exact. When we giving you this music, we giving you the music in its purest form. You know what I'm saying? That raw shit. Nothing watered down. We ain't nothing watered down. We talk about everything we talk about here. None of it is watered down. Because that makes for bad radio. Anything watered down, nah, we're not trying to follow nobody's formula. We're not trying to follow nobody's method of how they do their news or whatever it is. You know, we in here freestyling, man. We in here freestyling, but everything is accurate, you know?
Yeah, they don't have to put no fact checks on us, man, because, you know, we speak the truth, we represent truth, and we give it to you raw and uncut. So you ain't got to. So anytime we post the show up there, they ain't got to put fact checkers on us.
Yeah, we not we're not programmed. We're not programmed. Everything we doing is off the top of the head. We just talking from from perspectives and we like I said, we listen to the news. We give them our opinion on the news, and we just keep it like that, man.
And most importantly, man, we're not preaching to people at all. It's like we give you the game, you go wherever you want to go with it. It ain't like we're trying to tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes our show unique.
Yeah, we giving you raw facts, man. We giving you raw facts. The same as you listening to CNN or you listen to any of them news channels or whatever newspaper you reading. We just like that because we getting our information from them too. Except that we throw a twist on it because we give them our opinion on how we feel about what's going on in the situation outside of the facts that are being told. It's the only way to be, man. We can't lead the people astray. We gotta tell them like it is, man. And the people want to hear it like it is. They don't want to hear nothing, sugar coated or. Yeah. We not. The people want to hear that shit straight up. So we gonna give it to y'all straight up. Just like this whole Trump thing going on, all that shit going on.
The politics is just like the new WWE, man. You see Joe Biden falling all over the place.
but you see Trump talking about the people that come here, that are born here, from people that came here illegally, that they can also be sent back to their country. Meanwhile, like we always say, America was made off of immigrants. Immigrants came to America and made it what it is. And now you're trying to regulate it.
But you know what? They people, they gonna bring their people in. They gonna bring their people in.
If anybody should be saying who could stay and who should leave, it is the Indians. You know what I mean? The original man that was here first. He should be the one that regulates who could stay and who got to go. Because they forced their way in. They took over people's shit. Not trying to be all, talking Jews and all that and telling the truth of racism here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no racist. I'm just telling you the truth. If anybody should have a say, it should be the Indians. And look at what they did to them. They pushed them into fucking Indian reservations and stripped them of the lands that they fathered, you know what I'm saying, and cropped it and showed love to their nature. Indians show love to the earth, man. It's not like the Indians was damaging the earth. But they should be the ones that have a say of who can stay and who can't.
Yeah, they figure they run the law. They figure they are the law. But then just, man, if anything, they should have the right so to really determine who should come and who should not come. To the privileged people. Yeah. And need them reparations, man. But you know how that run. They ain't trying to give nobody nothing.
Nah, they just gave them this little piece of land and tell them, look, we're not going to tax y'all. Y'all can have this little piece of land. That's why the Indian reservations thrive right now, because it's tax-free on the Indian reservation, but they're still pushed into this little area. It's not like they got the whole, you know what I'm saying, like a whole area. They just have this small little land that was given to them. Meanwhile, you know, how y'all gonna give us what we had? You know, how you strip us from what was ours?
And then be arrogant about it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, like here on the island, you know, you got the Poospatuck Indian Reservation, and you got the Shinnecock Indian Reservation, and, you know, they're little pieces of land. You know, for those that don't know the history, you know, not to be preaching or taking you out of school, but, you know, they bought Manhattan from the Shinnecock Indians. For a penny or something like that. Which is crazy.
It's crazy, man. And the cold part is they have the resources to do it, but they just, you know, they caught up in their arrogance. They like, we don't want to give you nothing. But you have the resources. Y'all put all these resources into all these wars. They spend trillions of dollars a year on the military.
Yeah,
and you know what's wild too.
Back.
And you know what's wild too, bro?
People
is
should be going to school. Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's wild too is that them spending trillions of dollars on the military, and come to find out when this virus came through, the military won't work a damn. The military couldn't fight a virus, so we put trillions of dollars in that, and a virus came in and just straight wrecked the country.
Yeah, and a virus that was man-made.
Yeah.
You know? But to me, you know, instead of putting all this money into military, you know, schools should be free. You know? Schools should be free for those that want to learn and further their college degrees, and you know what I'm saying? Health insurance should be free. Government should pay for people's health insurance. And they would be able to. But instead they want to send trillions and trillions of dollars to other countries and help their health care systems and their militaries and all this other shit, and taking away from what they could be doing for us. Like there wouldn't have to be welfare, you know? There wouldn't have to be welfare. If people could go to school and learn degrees on and be able to open jobs and hire people, and instead of suppressing them and giving them welfare and shit like that, and Medicaid instead of Medicare.
You know, like I just saw. Go ahead.
I just saw like this medicine, right? So, you know, this for the females out there for, you know, breast cancer and all that. Like there's actually a new drug that'll help them, but it costs like $15,000. Who got $15,000 to just put out for medication?
Yeah, I'm listening, because I was like, before, like $10,000?
$15,000.
Yeah.
15,000. But it helps the women with their breast cancer. If you look at the amount of people that get breast cancer a year, a majority of those people are middle class to poor people. Not saying the rich don't get it, but the rich can afford the treatment. You know?
Right.
With
they
the
have
middle class
access to that.
And the middle class and the poor, you know, they'll be living in debt because of it. or they might not even be able to afford it. And it's just crazy to me, you know. Someone's in the lab somewhere creating this to help people, but then want to charge people a mortgage. They want to charge you a mortgage just to get the proper help that you would need. And that's crazy to me.
And you know what's wild too? I was reading this before I got on the air. They said, and this is their claim, I noticed this as a pattern. They said that restarting the student debt payments loans in September will be $1 billion hit to the economy.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, you know, they're taking relief from people and they help them for a little bit, and now they're telling you, all right, you got to pay.
You know what you know what I call? They're giving the people a grace period. They're going like, okay, we'll give you a little breath of fresh air for 1 month. Month later, you know what time it is. We need that money back. Come on, give me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's always some kind of, there's always a loophole. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we're going to give you this break. And then before you know it, the break is over. The number one thing people are bad with is money. And, you know, instead of teaching people financial literacy, they just put you into debt. And think about it.
Yeah.
Most people that are in debt with school are people that want to be doctors, people that want to be lawyers, people that want to help the poor. And they're poor themselves, and they're trying to get through school, and only to fall victim to being broke. You got all these degrees, but no money to start your own business. Then you got to take out loans. After taking out student loans, now you got to take out loans to open the business, or open your practice, only to be in debt again after just being in debt trying to get your degree.
Yeah, it's a trip,
but,
man.
But, you know, the tax good, you know, they always going to tax the wealthy, but they're going to tax the working person more. Because the rich get tax breaks, you know. Poor people don't get no breaks.
You say it best. The rich get richer and the poor don't get a fucking thing.
They don't get nothing, man. They get the bottom of the boot.
What's the gun?
But yeah, before we drown all these people who are speaking with truth, because, you know, the people, they're listening to us, they're like, damn, they telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we telling the truth. Like, ain't no fabrication here, but they don't want to hear the truth. They just want to hear that raw hip-hop. That's all they want to hear.
Yeah. You know, Prodigy said it best. He said sometimes you got to mix the food with the medicine. You know what I'm saying? So that way, at least people getting the message what we getting while being entertained. So we giving y'all both. That's what makes this show stand out.
Always got to give them the truth, man.
That's right.
You know, people, people like living in a dream. You know, people like living in a dream. They like to escape reality. But the realest people, they live in the reality and they make the best of it. You know what I mean? People want to get bent. They want to get high. They want to watch movies. They don't want to hear the news. You know what I'm saying? They don't sit down and watch the news. They'd rather watch sitcoms and and all this poison that's distracting them from the truth of what's really going on. But here in Screwball Radio, we like the distractions. We get into the distractions too. We movie critics, but we like the truth, man. And it's a scary world out there.
Yeah, the truth. Yeah, it's kind of like the Matrix, man. Like, when you rather take the red pill or the blue pill. The blue pill, you could live in the alternate reality. We took that red one. We took it early. We took it early.
You know what I'm saying? Like think of the people every day. They in the Matrix. They get up, day in, day out, pushing the same program every single day. Get up, brush your teeth, get ready, get your coffee, hop in your car, go to work, get home, unwind, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. But there's people that don't live in that reality. They don't live in that program. They do what they want. But the sad part is that 85% live in that matrix, while the 10% try to find their way. Then you have the 5% who avoid the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what the truth is. They know what the science is. But even them have to maintain structure and pay for your house, pay for your cars. You're still in a program. You're still being programmed, even though you found your way not to be deep into their program. But you're still living in a program, because cars ain't free, rent ain't free, mortgage ain't free, health care ain't free, food ain't free, ain't nothing free. So we all in this wheel just trying to escape poverty. And it's day in and day out, 365 days of the year, 52 weeks in the year. And this is what you're doing every day. And those couple times you take yourself out to dinner, or a movie might come out and you escape reality for that 2-3 hours that you're watching the movie, or you sitting with your family just talking about jokes and reminiscing on what life used to be like. But
the good old days.
That clock is ticking. Yeah, that clock is still ticking, and you still got to get up in the morning and go to work. Even if you work for yourself, you're still going to work. You're just not punching the clock for them, but you're punching the clock for you, but you're still caught up in this program. And that's the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're tuning in from right now. We live from the Matrix. You can hear us through the phones. You can hear us through your laptops. You can listen to us through your YouTube.
The frequencies are out there.
The frequency is out there. Just make sure you tap in with us every Saturday night. Screwball Radio. Blaq Poet, King Eric, and myself, 5,000 Comet.
Already know.
I give him some
live in the Matrix.
Yeah,
means the difference. But you know what? Gotta give him some music, man. We gotta definitely hit him with some music. We give him a lot of game, so we gotta balance it off with some music, man. We're gonna hit him with some new terminology. The way I feel, I like this joint here. This joint is fly. Call number is 516-531-9596. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's off his new album called The Summer Pack. It's a small EP he just released yesterday. And it's got good vibes, man. Shout out Terminology. ST.
That's good.
Show off. Wuhan.
Feel like money. Look good, I smell good. What a vibe. Ology, feel good. Yeah, I copped the Gucci link, diamonds on the pinky. Nutsack always empty, new Da Vinci. I finger fuck her in the Bentley, then she ride it like a 10-speed. Candlelight dinners, while the ice shimmer. In my crystal wine glass, wine over bass. She got a shape like an hourglass, with a soft baby powder ass. Always in them fresh fabrics, two-stepping out of marriage. Cause she knows what she wants, ain't no need to front. Ben and Jerry color on the dunks, shiny baguettes and icy chunks. Ass so fat you can see it from the front. Them long legs and them pumps make me wanna snack on it like lunch. Just a vibe. Shit feel like summertime in the drop top. Cool little breeze. Pretty thing on my side. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I make love to my bank account. Why they hating on me from a fake account? Mommy, what's the sad face about? Don't nobody wanna take you out. Listen, I'm one-to-one like a snowflake. I like them caramel, chocolate, or snowflake. See the love in the smiles, but it's so fake. Grown man walking around with whole traits. I'm the kind of vibe you can't locate. Wanna see the doc, better have a copay. Come and rock with us, baby, like Coldplay. It be flooded with dimes on the whole stage. And I ain't worried about a ting. How you put 5 carats on the ring? Shorty hit me with the wire, you like this? Baby girl, cause I'm priceless. Terminology in crisis. It's a problem, man.
I got the pretty black Blaq in. Yeah, so don't get too feisty, cause I throw the stocking over the poo shiesty. My best advice to you is move lightly. They're already on your heels, you too icy. All tough guys play the bathroom. They looking for fire, I put the gas to them. Bullshitting while I'm trying to talk cash to them. Especially since the corner's the new classroom. Congratulations, jail or death is graduation. It all really depends on your infatuation. This is D-boy penmanship. Brunch with the plug, C-Bash, finished it. Yeah, real intimate. Cigar and a glass of vino. Big business shit.
Only hit Butcher if you talking cash. I pull up close like I got a handicap parking pass. Broke walking ass. I broke off a half and sold it before a show with my coke talking ass. My dialect all paper. I bought like Walt Disney Cross with Walt Frazier. We'll go yard wallpaper. Niggas singing melodies, no telling these fans like stop unless you Griselda me. The Butcher coming nigga from Buffalo where the hammers and the bullets is cheap. And the beast don't never rest until you put it to sleep. It's Butcher. One gun, two guns, three guns, four.
the thought was, life is like a box of chocolate covered in shit. It's like they never seem to warn you about the area again. See, I try to understand why niggas do the things they do, say the things they say, move the way they move, drink the way they drink, chew the way they chew. I just saw the homie and the bullet is the proof. See, this the shit that make your party hot, shit that make your body drop, shit that make your body shake, probably get you Molly White. Timber, who got the keys to my Beamer? Pretty face, slim waist, ass fatter than Selena. Dark girl, real tall, break necks, have you seen her? When I make her meet her, like he a cannabis eater. You know what to do with me, frontin' like you cool with me. Trickin' niggas, robbing niggas, this ain't man, you's a bitch. Come around with the same shit, on the same corner, with the same dress. Really fucking up my nerves, cause I'm trying to understand how you looking in that mirror and believe that you're a man. See, this the shit that make your party hot, shit that make your body drop, shit to get your body shaking, shit to get you Molly Rock. Bring them up, dead, shot him up, shot him up, hey, hey, 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4, your run, it's all about cross ground. Bring them up, dead, shot him up, shot him up, hey, hey, 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4, your run, it's all about cross ground.
I like this. It's Ricky. Be a father to your child. Look, dear son, I remember year 1. Ain't know how I was gonna do it, but I still got it done. Had to focus on your future, gotta chill with the fun. Working all night in the studio, you still tried to come. Remember our first beat together, knew we would eat forever. I ain't have to pass the crown, you just wore it and that's better. Now you 12, very clever, rocking fear God sweaters. About to turn into a man, so be ready for whatever. Respect the women in your life, it's a point where you gon' need them. Wanna hustle, just be careful, cause it jeopardizes freedom. I can't tell you not to do it, you know Pops was known to bleed him. Be a boss, if you're capable of doing it, then feed him. Be the reason that the team win, that's rare, niggas need them. In a room full of vultures, be the hungriest and eat them. Every loss you take in life is for a reason. Grow from experience and pass it to your season.
Teach yours, I'ma teach mine. Each one teach one and we can all shine. I don't wanna see my youth living no life of crime. My man just came home and he did a dime and went right back in for another crime. Yo, teach yours, I'ma teach mine.
Every morning I touch base with my team. All alone I feel like it's just me and my weed. Just me and my seeds, can't even trust my fans. Whoa, what's the plans, Lord? I'm in need. Hands folded, but I never fold. None of my niggas told. Hit the road at the end, it's a big pot of gold. Each one teach one, but we split up when police come. Body after body, everybody on the streets. No loans, no consignments, still posted by the hydrant. I roll with all the soldiers that was chosen by the silence. 1,000 grams for the first, while you plan on the purse. Play the right, play it wrong, you can land in a hearse. Yeah, we still using whipping cream, bundled up and lifted things. Niggas know I'm talking brunch, but I ain't talking chicken wings. Murders getting caught, youngest serving off the porch. Fell back from the phone, got nervous just to talk.
Teach yours, I'ma teach mine. Each one teach one and we can all shine. I don't wanna see my youth living no life of crime. My man just came home and he did a dime and went right back in for another crime. Yo, teach yours, I'ma teach mine.
Yeah, I don't need a pen and paper when I come in last. I want a few more kids, need another pad. My daughter and my son is glad to see they dad, cause I'm a better father than the one I had. I wasn't ready to become a dad. It was things that I wanna have, so I had to keep hustling. I put that white substance in 100 bags. I was stuck inside a bucket with a ton of crash. The way these kids growing up is bad. Where they shooting shit up is sad. I mean, it's senseless and stupid. But it wouldn't be so many shootings if these youngins had a fucking dad to show them how to punch and jab. It's different when your pop's present, but when your pop's on racks, it's like he not present. Birthdays came and went, never got presents. Young kings had to go through things to receive God's blessings. Trust.
Teach yours, I'ma teach mine. Each one teach one and we can all shine. I don't wanna see my youth living no life of crime. My man just came home and he did a dime and went right back in for another crime. Yo, teach most niggas were starving, we grew up in poverty. Watching our mother struggle, went from being neat to home invasions, we stayed in trouble. Bringing that work back and forth through the Lincoln Tunnel, trying to find a spot out of town where the profits could double. In a town near you, on a humble 1,000 grams in the stash spot, ready to do our numbers. Rubber bands, sandwich bags, digital scales, razor blades, hand-to-hand sales. Listen, most of my niggas are dead or in jail, doing 85% of their time in the feds, living in hell. Niggas won't accept that phone call and send them no mail. Them niggas in the game claiming they real. Yo, son, chill, how I'm gon' chill. Teach yours, I'ma teach mine. Each one teach one and we can all shine. I don't wanna see my youth living no life of crime. My man just came home and he did a dime and went right back in for another crime. Yo, teach yours, I'ma teach mine. Lost life divine. Be a father to your child.
Oh yeah, it's official though. You fig me? Check it out. Slide now, laugh later, what we kill for. To see how I'm dead, make me happy like I'm Gilmore. Send a hoes till I'm a senior, shout out to Fillmore. I really got love in the Bay, knocked her in Lakeshore. She was just a fan of my rap, I really break horse. Never had a heart for a hoe, I'll probably take yours. If she choosing like Susan, that was a great song. Hey strong, when you really moving across the State Farm. Insurance full of homies, they gon' say I really put on. And I don't care much about nothing unless it's P-Funk. I hate that it had to be tiny, I'm yet to live long. Out here really tripping on Phillies, they say my mind gone. Lost so many homies, I miss them, they like a missed call. Trying to call back but keep ringing, they never pick up. And I ain't never front on my niggas, I ever switch up. If it's up with them niggas, then yeah, you know that shit stuck. Slouching in my old school, I hit the switch, then I sit up, 4 zips, big cups. Yeah, I'm really from the set blood, and if you niggas sagging it, go and throw your shit up. Throw your shit up, nigga. Underground king from the land of the trio, where confrontations get settled by the hand of the steel. Niggas will run up in your kitchen if your cabinet is sealed, and if you say the wrong words, get your calendar peeled. I be moving through the city, gotta keep it on low key. I don't know these new niggas, but these new niggas know me. The streets nowadays just ain't the same for an OG. Been outside since 91, you was just born in 03. So just based on that alone, there's a disconnect that could very easily lead to some disrespect. That's when the block gets fun and niggas hit the deck. The stick got a dick and a switch. When it spit at your neck, nigga, you know the play. So don't you be surprised when that throwaway leave you a hickey that won't go away. It's like you shaking a coat, letting the soda spray, cause it's gon' touch everything everywhere with no delay. I come from an era that came with a code that made sure niggas stayed in their lane when they came on the road. Never had to claim me a gang, but I stayed in that mode. Then I throw PA in your face till my fingers explode, my nigga.
Yeah, a lot of fire right there.
SCREWBALL Radio. Giving y'all nothing but that real, the new exclusives. Keeping y'all in tune with what's dropping. None of that mumble shit. Nothing but that real hip hop, man.
Already, man.
Yeah, definitely play some heat, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely play some heat.
We be digging, man. We be digging. There's so much dope music out there. There's so much dope music out there.
Yep. Definitely gotta, there's a lot of dope artists out there. I always recommend that you expand your library, man. There's a lot of dope artists. Some people got their favorites that they stay and they listen to all the time, but there's a lot of dope artists out there. What was that last joint you played with Bun B? What was that?
Joint here was from Jay Werby and Rock Marciano and Bun B. Rock Marciano did the beat. This new joint called Underground Legends.
Yeah. Rock Monster, he's a silent giant, man. You know what I mean? As far as the underground, Rock Monster, he's a problem, man. He's been dope. He's been dope for years. He's from Long Island, Hempstead, New York. For those that don't know, producer, artist.
Yeah, he opened the door for a lot of these cats.
Definitely underrated. A lot of people took his style. I ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they are. Rock Marcy always had this aura about him. Even when I seen him live, man, I went to a show a couple of years back. It was at the Highline Ballroom. Busta Rhymes came out. Was giving Rock Marcy his flowers. The way he controlled the room, the way the fans listen to Rock. One of a kind, man. One of a kind. Big salute. Big salute to Rock Marcy.
And the way he did it was so impressive too, because he came in from Flip Mode. A lot of people don't know he was a part of the Flip Mode squad after Lord Have Mercy left. And he did his thing over there, and then the Flip Mode project, the second one didn't come out. And a lot of cats could have just went ahead and just took their ball and went home, but he reinvented himself. He started being more creative. He started really finding his voice, his own style. Created a movement in the underground.
Yeah, for sure. He's worked with everybody. Alchemist. Them two together is fun to listen to. Just their creativeness, both being dope producers. And like I said, man, he puts it down, I haven't heard a bad album from Rock. Time that, when people had the iPods, the iPod, way before streaming, you had the iPod. And you got to go and you got to find your albums and put them on your albums, put all your albums on the iPod. And that was on mine. Mossberg, both his albums at the time was on heavy rotation in my iPod.
And you know what was dope about that? It was still dealing with MP3s, and it wasn't affecting the artist. Not like this streaming shit. It was still benefiting the artist.
No, you still had to go buy the album and then take the album and put it on your computer and then put it on your iPod. So the artist was still getting the revenue. Albums, unless you was, back then, people was going on Napster, taking albums on Napster and all that. But for the most part, you had to go buy the album, upload it to your computer, create a file for it, and then drag it onto your iPod. And I had plenty of albums. I've been collecting music for years. So anything that I was listening to, I paid for that. Unless it was a mixtape. The mixtape, even the mixtape back in the day were dope. You know what I'm saying? You was in the barbershop. Homie comes through with the big bag of mixtapes. And you could get all the mixtapes from everybody that was a DJ pulling out, whether it's DJ White Arrow, you know what I'm saying? DJ Green Lantern, all the, the mixtape era DJs, man.
Yeah, Clue, Slay.
I mean, Clue from like the tape mixtape days. Like Clue from back then, Tony Touchett, the Doo-Wops, the SNS, all them guys. Those are the original. They copied that shit to a tape. And then they had to go mass duplicate those. I'm talking about the DJs that for the CD era. You know, you in the barbershop, you getting laced up. Homeboy comes through with the bootleg DVDs and all the deluxe mixtapes and the G Unit mixtapes and you know what I mean? The Who Kids, who else? School Kid at the time, DJ White Owl, a few others, man. I can't remember all of them, but
I remember the J Love
definitely
tapes
was a different
crazy
time
too. Yeah, J Love had the crazy.
Oh yeah,
tape.
J Love.
He had the
Yeah, shout out J Love. It was just his born day not too long ago. 2 L's up to the outdoorsman, head honcho. You know, J Love definitely was put the mixtape game in the headlock. You know, J Love is one of the reasons that you listening to Mayhem Loren and the Action Bronsons and the AG the Coroners. You know, J Love is a big reason for that. And he's also Ghostface DJ. He's also Cormega DJ. You know, J Love been putting it down. I got a slew of J Love mixtapes still on CD. You know what I'm saying? They in my vault. You know, shout out my man Sammy Boy of Thorough Tracks. You know, he definitely gave me a bunch.
Yeah, what I loved about that, I loved his Legend series. His Legend series was fire. He used to get so many exclusives. He had the Nas Legend series. He had the Wu-Tang version. Then he had the big version. He had shit we ain't never heard.
Yeah. And he still put out mixtapes. They're just digital. You know what I'm saying? They're just digital, but yeah, he's definitely a staple in the hip hop game for DJs. That's for certain.
Yeah, because I remember my first introduction to him when he put out the Mob Misses. It was like nothing but exclusive Mob Deep material that I ain't never heard. Because at the time, out here in the Carolinas, we was getting tapes. We weren't getting those exclusives like that. We was getting the Clues. We was getting DJ Envy. You know the mainstream people, but this dude here, when I start seeing this other cat that I met, he came through with J Love. I was like, hold up, he got the Ghostface Hidden Dart, then he had the Mob Deep, Mob Misses. I said, hold up, man, I never heard these shit. And man, I was blown away with those exclusives.
Yeah, you also, you know, not to, take away, but you had J Love, you had DJ J Ronan, you had DJ J Live, you had all these DJs putting out mixtape, but definitely J Love was not to be fucked with. You know, he had personal relationships with a lot of artists. That's why he was getting those exclusives. And he had his own little crew, man. His own little crew was the Outdoorsmen. You know what I'm saying? You had Science. You had Mayhem Loren. You had AG the Coroner. You had Action Bronson. Animal. And a couple other ones, man. They was dope. And then before you know it, they all start,
kept the whole New
York
sound.
Going in different ways. He started going on the road with Ghost. Mayhem started doing his own projects. Action started doing his own projects. AG the Corner started doing his own projects. Rock Marcy actually signed AG the Corner to the Man Bites Dog print. Rock Marcy had something to do with Man Bites Dog at a point. But yeah, man, New York, we got some of the illest artists here in New York, man. Cannot take that away from New York. We definitely got to create our own sound. A lot of people come here and bite our sound. They take our swag. I don't even want to say the word swag. They take our style, they take our sound and they go to their old states and they try to flip it and get popping over there with the New York style. You know what I'm saying? Factual statement.
Yeah, they try to. If you're gonna say flipping and bouncing on some bullshit.
Yeah, that you know, like certain states, I fuck with certain states because they created their own legacy and sound. But can't none of them states say that they ain't come to New York to dig, to come check the sounds. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this shit since NWA days. And not to say that we wasn't going over there, you know, because we definitely had to go over there to get those funk sounds, you know. But for the most part, Ice Cube came to New York for their sound. Cypress Hill came to New York for the sound. You know, shout out DJ Muggs, who's originally from Queens. You know what I'm saying? And then you had your Houston. Houston had they chopped and screwed. I ain't really listened to it, but I like the fact that was their own shit. They ain't take that shit from nowhere. They ain't bite nobody for it. But hip hop was born in New York. Some people say it was born in the Bronx. I just want to say the boroughs as a whole, New York was created. The people was coming here and listening to what we was doing and then going back to wherever they was at and just flipping it with their juice on it. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Mecca.
For sure.
It's
you know,
Mecca,
your Jermaine Dupri's and your Dr. Dre's, they all came to New York. Because they'll tell you, yo, we was going to New York, we was buying the records, coming back, you know, just flipping it, giving it that West Coast sound, or Jermaine Dupri giving it the ATL bounce at the time, and just flip it. You know what I mean? But New York is what it is. Just like DJ Premier from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Premier from Texas linked up with Google, who from Boston, and came to New York and was digging in New York. And he fell in love with the New York style, and then became Gangstar. You know what I'm saying? One of the most prolific producers in hip hop. Came to New York.
To this day.
For real. For real.
Deontay Wilder would say to this day.
You know, think about it. The illest producers in the game are from right here in New York. I can name 5 of the top producers that are from right here in New York that people like Kanye studied. You know what I'm saying? Primo, Lord Finesse, Buck Wild, Pete Rock, you know what I mean? Diamond D. That's 5 right there. And that's not taken away from Havoc. That ain't taken away from Rock Marcy. You know what I mean? Q-Tip.
Or RZA.
RZA is a, you know, RZA's a monster too, you know. But New York birthed the illest producers. DJ Muggs, even though he's in the West Coast, he's from New York. And look at his offspring. His offspring is the Alchemists. What did Alchemists do? Alchemists came and started fucking with the mob. Havoc and Prodigy creating that Alchemist sound. And the rest was history. Yeah. To this day. Till this day. Come on, you got Primo doing records for Christina Aguilera. You know what I mean?
And they got their footing. They got their footing in the Big Apple.
Kanye done came to New York, soaked up the Pete Rock, soaked up the Q-Tips, add a little bit of Jay Dilla to that shit, and you got Kanye West.
And the rest is history. They all come through the Big Apple.
I'm telling you, most artists ain't get big until New York played their record. I'm telling you. True facts. If New York playing your record, you're about to explode. You're about to be a hit.
And also, it meant at the time when Flex dropped the bomb on it, at the time it meant something. You was in.
Well, you know, the Flex dropping the bomb, you know, that was cool. It was cool. It's respected. You know, you're getting your validation because Flex is playing your shit. I'm not saying that money was being paid under the table or whatever it was, but just alone, if your song was getting played in New York in rotation, not even on the DJ shows, just in rotation in a regular program during the day, you was something. If Jay-Z co-signed you and you was from out of town, you was doing big.
That's what crossed Juvenile over when he got that high remix with Jay to New York.
Yeah. And then Lil Wayne, Katrina hit. You know, we spoke about this before. Katrina hit. Lil Wayne came to New York, started hanging with Dipset. The whole Dipset swag. The chain, like Jewel's rocking the chain, just hanging on your jeans. That's been Jewel Santana style. With the skulls and all of that. Rocking the Bapes. That's New York, man. New York gave Bapes that fly and made it known. I remember rocking the Milo Bape sneakers that cost me $4 something. Eight don't kill eight. They came to New York, man. And I'm not saying that no out of town people help New York artists either. You know what I'm saying? Because Master P is a big reason 50 Cent is 50 Cent. Because before he was signed, Master P put him on his first tour. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. The bridge has always been open. So, you know, it's just also with, you have a lot of these different outlets these days that, you know, they want to just, you know, rewrite history. That's what we do is our job as artists and personnels and hosts. We got to tell people the truth, whether they want to hear it or not. New York is the foundation.
I mean, but they don't have to hear it. All they got to do is look it up. Go look it up. The Kumo D's. You know what I'm saying? The Cool Hercs. The Zulu Nation. All New York.
Yeah, that's why we just tell the people, man, do y'all Googles.
Yeah, man. Like one of the biggest records, Broken Glass, everywhere. That's right here in New York they talking about. ghetto buildings and ghetto blocks. That's right here in New York they talking about. Your Houdinis, you know what I'm saying? Your Sugar Hill Gang. That's all New York. Grandmaster Cash. Grand Wizard Theodore. Your Melly Mel's. That's New York. Look at Eminem. Eminem came from Detroit before he got signed to Dre. Came through to New York with cats from New Jersey. The Outsiders.
That was a heavy influence.
Who you think he was with? Who you think he was with when he came to the Stretch and Bobbito show? He was with Pace One. Yeah.
Rod Digger.
Yeah. But they came to New York. Then he came to New York, was recorded, and then Dre heard him. Off his trip coming to New York. My man Shabam Sadiq was on one of the records recorded with Slim Shady on the Raucous Records.
Sure, we can go to. He was fucking with Thurston. He was fucking with Thurston Howard III. He used to go around Brownsville.
Yeah. The Raucous days. But that's enough for y'all listeners out there. We ain't gonna keep giving y'all history lessons. Go look it up, man. Go look it up. New York is the
game
truth.
for y'all right there. That's the game we have to give y'all right there. Man.
Shout out Marley Marl.
What?
Shout out DJ Hot Day. Shout out my brother Black Poet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole BX, the whole Queensbridge, the whole Queens, the galaxy of Queens, Brook-Nom, Money Making Manhattan, Strong Island, Shallon Island, Dirty Jersey, the whole tri-state, man. New York, y'all know what time it is when it comes to hip-hop.
Already, man. And on that note, we about to sign up out of here, man. Episode 131 is in the books. Catch us next time, next week. Same school time, same school channel.
Yeah, go get that album too from my brother Low, the General Thoughts Illustrated. Go get that right now. Run it up. Put them numbers on it. Run it through the wheel and let that generate, man. Go support real hip hop.
Yes, sir. So we see y'all again next week, next Saturday.
Same school time, same school channel. Cool hands. Shout out Black Poet. Happy birthday, my brother.
Birthday salute to you, bro. And we out.
Shit happens every day, niggas just trying to make it. You see the worst thinking that there ain't nothing sacred. I'm driving through these counties and I'm worried about the Patriots. Ain't talking about no Belichick, I'm talking about the hatred. A middle-aged white man worse than Al-Qaeda. Thinking racism's a vibe like Cal Jader. Mad at the world gives off a foul flavor. Always yelling freedom but won't allow neighbors. The same rights, it's all there in plain sight. Somebody gotta speak about it, Jermaine might. If the beat kicks the deep six, eliminate the prefix that all black people comprise the only 3/5. They rig the system, so how will always be the victim. It's like you see a man struggling and then you kick him. That's supremacy, but not humanity. And that's what we're dealing with in this insanity. Come on, I'm on the road to riches and diamond rings, fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's is king. Just take a little muscle to find the means. That's right, we're on the road to riches and diamond rings, Fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's the king. Just take a little muscle to find the means.
I'm from the same block. Chemistry became rock, cocaine hustle, heavyweight move, no strain muscle. For your chain tussle with the unfortunate, whose skies turn gray even when the sun's scorching it. I saw gun torture with chalk around bodies caused by inner demons who talk and sound godly. Way back, I remember being geek, hearing that my city had the highest murder rate, cause we were seeing bleak images, fatal hemorrhages, blood stained the premises, leaking out a traumatized kid thinking it's him against the world. Fingers curled around cognac, or was he on yak? He used to drown his sorrow till he earled. I saw his life and death in these streets, I call a bubble. Design a load of poverty line that fall to rubble. If your house was made of bricks of that hard white, the slaves we was dealt a bad hand, but wasn't taught to play our cards right.
We're on the road to riches and diamond rings. Fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's the king. Just take a little muscle to find the means. That's right, we're on the road to riches and diamond rings. Fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's the king. Just take a little muscle to find the means.
Find a means to an end, meet in the middle, right? But shit, we ain't the middle type, so I couldn't tell you what settling for the middle's like. I can't trust the middle when the passage is what did it, right? But the more we all be involved, we could probably tell you what the ceiling's like. A picture breaking through, while a picture that they illustrate of you was in a frame waiting for you when you get to play the roof. Looking down like that we did it all. That may be true, but they still over your shoulder with a nickel-plated view. And it's like that, you know it's like that. They got it him, now you never get your life back. So for now, fulfill a vision that you need like you're overdosing. I do you wisdom like a fiend in its sober moments. The irony of both of those two bars, and praying that the world know who you are. Understand it for real.
On the road to riches and diamond rings. Fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's the king. Just take a little muscle to find the means. That's right, we're on the road to riches and diamond rings. Fucking with some bitches and crimes and things. A million different hustles, yet mine's the king. Just take a little muscle to find the means. Yeah.